Maybe you just promise yourself that I'm going to do this, that this is what I want out of life, that I'm going to make things better, that I'm going to work hard, I'm going to commit myself, I'm going to dedicate my time, I'm going to give all that I have, I'm going to make a sacrifice for me. And you're your who. And it's important that you always keep in your mind your why and your who. Not just because you're living in a world that has no sympathy for you, but because you're going to have to be your best motivator in life. How many of you understand what I'm saying so far? You're going to have to be your best motivator. No one can motivate you the way you have to motivate yourself and the way you can motivate yourself. You see, I can come in here at night and speak to you, but I won't be there in the morning when you wake up and your body's aching and you don't feel like getting up and you have a headache or you have a cramping stomach and you don't feel like getting out of bed, and yet you know that there's a certain time that you got to get up and get going to start your day to make ends meet. You're going to have to be there with you to motivate you, to inspire you, to remind you that I can't stop, I won't stop. I will not quit. I can't quit. I won't give up. I cannot give up. I have to keep going. I have to keep pressing my way. I have to keep trying. I have to keep believing in me. And not only do I have to believe in me, but there's others that are important to me, that loves me, that cares for me, that also believes in me, like your children, your parents. There are people that need you to always be at your best. There are people that need you to never quit, to never give up. There are people that relies on you, and everything that they have is resting on their confidence in you and their faith in you, that you're going to always make the right decision with your life as much as you possibly can to do the right thing to make sure that your family has what it needs to survive. Quitting is never an option. Giving up because you're having a bad day or a bad moment or a bad week is never an option. Say this with me. There's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
Of quitting.
Of quitting.
Come on, say it like you mean it. There's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
Of quitting.
Of quitting.
Even though times gets tough. The old saying is that when times gets tough, the tough gets going. Years ago in 1951, Timex produced this watch that they began to market around the world on television. And their slogan concerning their watch was that it takes its licking and keep on ticking. And you have to be like that Timex watch. That no matter what happens, you have to take your licking and keep on ticking. Can you look at somebody and tell them, take your licking and keep on ticking?
Take your licking and keep on ticking.
It's important to realize that quitting is never an option. It's important to understand that you must always do what you have to do to get to the top. You should always strive to get to the top because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. Do not build your life to walk in the footprints of someone else. Never go where the path leads. Go where there is no path and leave a trail. And understand that your destiny is not charted by the opinions of someone else, but by the desires of your own heart. There are moments in your life where you are going to be confronted with the greatest temptation that you have ever witnessed before. And that temptation, ladies and gentlemen, is not about having a drink. It's not about smoking a joint. It's not about straightening somebody out that disrespected you. It's not about pulling up on the side of the person that cut you off driving down the highway. That temptation is going to be the temptation to quit, to give up, to throw in the towel. That temptation is going to be the temptation that comes to you at a time where life has tried to beat you lifeless. And it is at that moment that you must muster the tenacity from out of your heart and tell yourself, by no means necessary am I going to quit. I am not going to quit. Why am I not going to quit? Because quitting is not an option. I can't quit on me. I can't quit on my children. I can't quit on my significant other. I can't quit on my goals. I can't quit on my vision. I have to continue on doing what I do until I can get to where I need to get to. It's important that you be your best motivator. It's important that you check yourself when you feel fatigued. It's important that you coach yourself when you feel like you're going out of bounds. It's important that you call your attention to what's your goal and your primary focus is. It's important that you revisit your plans and revisit your vision and begin to re-strategize if you have to make the necessary adjustment. It's important that you go through a repositioning or a recalibration in order to get back on track, but never are you allowed to quit. Say this with me again. Quitting is never an option.
Quitting is never an option.